My name is Patrick, and today I want to go over some of the best external storage options for the iPhone. In a previous video, I quickly went over some of the options I use for the iPhone when traveling, and some of you reached out to me and said you'd like to have some more detail on what specific things I use and how I use them. So in this video, I'm going to do that. Now, depending on how you use your iPhone and how much video and photos you take, one of these options is probably going to be a good solution for you. The last solution is my favorite, so stay till the end because I want to share with you what I discovered, how I put it together, and how I use it. And it's a very good solution for me anyway. I'll also put all the links to the things I'm talking about in this video in the description below. Let's get into it. Okay, so these first two options are for those of you that need a simple, basic, and relatively inexpensive way to copy photos and videos from your iPhone or other cameras to an external storage. This is also a great solution for moving files from one device to another, including onto laptop or desktop computers. So let's look at this one first. This is the Apple USB-C card reader. It's a very simple idea. This is USB-C and it goes into your phone. And this is an SD card. And you'll notice that I have the regular size SD card here, but this has also got a sleeve for the micro SD. So I can use both. I have a GoPro that uses micro SD card, and my Sony camera uses a regular size SD card. With this sleeve, it covers both. So the way this works with an iPhone is you simply put it into the slot here, and note that I have an iPhone 15, so this is a USB-C, but Apple also makes a Lightning version of this with a Lightning connection. And then if I open up my iPhone and I go to Files and Browse, you'll see that there's the Untitled, that's the name of this card here. And I can look on it, and this actually has some footage from my GoPro on it. So this is a great way to access files on the SD or micro SD card, get them either from there to your phone or the other way around, and then this guy can be unplugged and taken to your laptop and plugged into your laptop, and then you can transfer the files from the card to the laptop. Now, if you don't happen to be in the Apple ecosphere, this is a great device to have, and now I have it even though I am. And what this is a card reader, and this has both the regular SD and the micro SD slots. So you could actually have a micro SD and SD slot in there at the same time. But this has a Lightning connection here, a USB connection here, a USB-A connection here, and if you pull this thing back, that's a micro USB connection. So this is great. It works the same way with the iPhone. I have the USB-C here. Just plugs in, then you put the card slot right into there. Same idea, but this gives you the flexibility of being able to go to Android devices and laptops or computers that may not have the USB connection. I keep this with me all the time in my bag. Even though I've got one of these, I keep this with me too as a backup. Now I should note here that both the SD cards and the micro SD cards come in a variety of storage options and speeds. In general, SD cards max out at about 2 terabytes. This one's only 8 gigabytes, it's an old one. The pricing can be all over the place, usually based on speed and storage. The speeds typically max out at around 190 megabytes per second, which is not particularly fast, but certainly good enough for transferring files to and from your phone and computers. This next option is for folks who are looking for a moderate level of speed and storage while still being light and very portable. This is the SanDisk 1 terabyte portable SSD. Very light, very durable. They do make some of these that are even water resistant. It's got a USB-C, and the cable comes with the drive, and that plugs into there, and then right into the iPhone. Same idea is the card readers, but this is 1 terabyte and this is rated at 1050 megabytes per second. I don't use this configuration. This is a little awkward to be shooting this way. So what this is used for me is I use it with my laptop. It's a great way to get files from the phone onto here and then onto my laptop. I use it pretty much for backing up my laptop. The great thing is I can connect it into my laptop, run the backup in the background, and continue working on my laptop while I'm backing up my files to this. So good solution. This next option I got about a year ago. It's the Samsung T7 1 terabyte SSD. Now this is the same storage and speed as the SanDisk, but what I like about this one is it's a shorter form factor, and the reason I liked it is because I use it with my iPhone. I was able to put on a MagSafe ring. I bought this on Amazon, and that allows me to connect it to the back of my iPhone. Then I got this cable, and it's important to get fast cables. This one's rated at 20 gigabytes per second, so it's never going to be a bottleneck for getting video and photos onto this drive. And then I kind of used a zip tie to make it slightly uneven to figure this form factor. That goes into there, that goes into the iPhone. The MagSafe holds it. So now I can use it, and with the new ProRes 4K video that I can do, I can actually record directly onto this external drive. It's fast enough for that, and it's big enough for that. This has been a game changer for me. Now if I go into my camera app and go to video, and I turn this on to 4K and turn on ProRes, you'll notice that it says USB-C here. That means that it recognizes that it's going to now be recording the ProRes 4K video right to the USB-C, not to my internal storage on the iPhone. It also tells me here, based on how much storage is on this, how much time I have in ProRes at 4K. It says 179 minutes. So this gives me a lot of flexibility for shooting really high quality, high resolution video directly onto the drive. And then I simply undo this and connect this to my laptop, and I can actually, this is fast enough, like I said, to edit video files on this drive. Now if I got a faster one, I could do heavy editing on this. For now I just transfer it from here to my laptop and then edit the videos there. So we have arrived at my most recent discovery, which solves an important challenge when I'm out filming with my iPhone. Shooting 4K ProRes on the iPhone not only creates huge files, but it also tends to eat up battery power. This became a problem after a full day of shooting, and I couldn't charge my phone because with the Samsung option, it was using the MagSafe area and the USB-C port was being used. So I would be out and I would have plenty of room storage for the iPhone, but my battery would start to run out. This is a 1 terabyte SSD that runs at over 5,000 megabytes per second. So completely fast enough to do 4K ProRes. See, the light turns on. Now I can put a MagSafe battery power pack on the back here, and I can continue filming with my iPhone. This has been a great solution. The cost for this is very similar, so let me break this down for you. So what this is this is the JEYI, I don't know how to pronounce this, JEYI, aluminum enclosure. And it's built out of aluminum because it needs to be a heat sink for the chip that I put inside. The enclosure has circuitry that's designed to be up to speeds up to 10 gigabytes per second. It's got a USB connector here. It's small, very lightweight, and it has a magnetized cap here to protect the USB connection. For the inside, I bought this 1 terabyte SSD NVMe chip from Western Digital. It's rated for speeds up to 5150 megabytes per second, 5,150 megabytes per second. Plenty of speed. At the time I bought these on Amazon, the JI enclosure was about 20 bucks and the 1 terabyte chip was about $100. So for a total of about $120, which is about what these drives cost, both these, I get an SSD with equal amounts of storage, 1 terabyte, but over 5 times the speed of those. So when you buy the enclosure, it comes with this kit, which is a small Phillips head screwdriver, a little tassel that you can connect to this to hold on to it, and then some heat putty. You just cut this heat putty and you place it onto the chip. What this does, when you pull this off here, what this does is it transfers the heat from the chip to the outer part of this aluminum enclosure to keep everything cool. So you get the chip, you put it into place. It only goes one way. You can see, you press it down and in, and it snaps. Then I put some of the putty on the back of this, put this over the top, press it on, and put the screws in. And that's it. You've got your drive. This is a great solution if you're willing to do that little bit of work to put the chip into the enclosure, put the putty on it, and screw it back in. Make sure these are tight. Then you've got yourself a 1 terabyte drive that runs at 5,150 megabytes per second, and you can use it on your iPhone to do ProRes 4K video directly to the drive. I really like this solution. I've used it now for about 2 weeks. This gets a little warm, but that's what the idea of the heatsink is and everything. But so far, this has been a great solution. So I highly recommend it. So there you have it. We have a range of options from the lower cost simple to the medium cost higher storage for iPhone, and my ultimate storage solution, this guy, which you have to put together a little bit, but in the end, this is a great option. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'd like to hear what your solutions are for iPhone storage and backups. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.